Hey guys, how you doing today? Just giving you another tip and trick here. Today I want to talk about downstream injectors. I'm going to talk how they work a little bit and some problems we have with them and how I keep them on the truck so that way I can replace them quick and easy. With that being said, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to make it to 10,000. I just made it to 5,000. I appreciate all of that. Now my goal is 10,000. So with that being said, we use the general pump high draw injector. So the way this thing works is it comes with just the brass piece here. I put the quick connects on each end here. And reason why I use the quick connects are so that these things go bad. Shocker. Usually we get about 6 to 8 weeks out of them. They're $15, $20 a piece plus the coupler, so you're about 30 bucks right here. So 30 bucks for every 6 weeks, that's not too bad. But there is a kit that if you want to, you can replace the ball and the spring in there. But normally I've not had luck. Not to say that don't work, but I personally, out of the 6 years, I've tried to replace the ball and spring, and I have not had good luck with it. But anyway, so the way this injector works is you have pressure that comes through here and goes out. The higher the pressure that goes, the more pressure you have will shut this valve off. If you have low pressure going through, 100 psi or less, it will allow it to draw soap in here as a venturi and into this valve. It has a little bitty hole in there. I doubt you're gonna be, I don't think I'm gonna be able to show it. You can see how small that hole is through there. And that's what causes this to draw soap. Now, with that being said, when we go to high pressure, it don't allow that soap to come out and it keeps on going. No soap. So there is a way with your J-rod on your pressure washing gun that you can turn the soap on and off. Now, do I recommend doing it that way? When I did it, no. We teach our guys not to do it that way. The problem is you start getting high pressure, you not careful, if the vinyl siding is oxidized, which oxidation is when you rub your hand, you get that white chalky feeling, white chalky looking stuff. When you get that and you use high pressure, you will actually blow it off. So if we soap with low pressure and we rinse with low pressure, there's a lot less likelihood of blowing that oxidation off. And then that's something else we have to fix later on. So these ball valves these injectors only go one way. So I don't know if I can show it here to you, but you can see right there that there is an arrow pointing on this right here. Right there it is. So this tells you how many gallons per minute it is and what size injector this is and which way the flow is. So you want the flow to go with the arrows. If you go the other way, you will not get soap. It will not work. There is a number on there, a 2.3, and then here's one, a 2.1, which is for a lower gallons per minute. Now, with that being said, you can take this injector and put where an 8 gallon a minute injector is, and you will actually draw more soap by having this injector in there. But, so, the reason why we do the quick connects is so that we got 4 trucks running. So if this thing quits working, all they have to do is unquick connect it out and change it right back, and they're right back up and running. Now, here's some issues you can have with a downstream injector. So you got your hose coming here and it goes back into your tank. If that hose gets pinched, it won't work. If that hose gets a hole in it, it won't work. And it don't have to be a very big hole. So what I do is I go here into a fitting on top of a bulkhead on top of the tank, and then I plumb it down. Well, if any of those plumbing in the fittings of threaded fittings will cause this a little bit of a leak, this won't work. All it takes is to suck a little bit of air and it will not work. One way you can test this is way I test it, is to, obviously you gotta have actually sometimes I'll do it either with a ball valve at the end of my pressure hose, or I'll do it with a pressure gun with the right tips in, and you can pull the hose off there and pull the gun and stick your finger on there and see if it's sucking your finger. If it is sucking your finger, then that means you got a problem from here to there. If it's not sucking your finger, that means that ball valve is either gone or it's stuck. Sometimes it gets stuck. And if it gets stuck, it usually means it's gonna go bad. But what you can do is, while you're pulling the gun, you can take like a small nail or something in there and just push that ball down, and then you'll hear that ball start sucking again. The ball and spring is made out of metal. We're using sodium hypochlorite. It will rust the crap out of it. So that's the other reason why they probably don't work that long. But that's what I wanted to show you today, is just how a downstream injector works. You can X-jet. They last a little longer. They're about $200 versus $20. So they'll last about 2 or 3 years, an X-jet will. But you also got to carry your bucket around with you, or a lot of hose and all that. This here stays on the truck, right next to the truck, and we don't have to. Now, that's the way we like to clean. Not to say that's the way to clean. There's people that love X-jet and people that love downstream injector. A downstream injector will get you 10 to 1. So every gallon of water, or every 10 gallons of water goes through, you'll draw 1 gallon of soap. Is that right? Yeah. But then we're also diluting it down in there too. So, so when we're going out, we're getting about 0.75% of soap, sodium hypochlorite, out of a 12% when we started with it. And that's how we clean and not kill everything around. Now with an X-jet, we can go stronger than a downstream injector. A downstream injector, like I said, gives us 10 to 1. An X-jet will give us, it can go all the way down to 3 to 1. So, you know, the bad thing about this is if you're getting with, this is awesome for if you do a lot of vinyl siding. If you do a ton of vinyl siding, this is all you need right here. If you do some stucco, or if you do some brick, stuff like that, then it's good to have an X-jet, because 3 to 1, we can put some pretty strong detergent on those, and that's what we need to be able to kill the algae mold and the growth in there, because it's more porous and it don't allow it to, this doesn't get in there to kill it enough. But hope that helps you out. I just wanted to do a quick video on it, and hope you have a great day, and check out some of my other videos down below, or also go check out pressurewashingtraining.com. There's all kind of videos on there, and there's a lot of the parts and all the other stuff that goes along with it. So hope you have a great day, and thanks.